I'm confused. I'm confused. So I'm watching Tabitha Speaks Politics, right? And I'm chill. I'm so chill right now. I had a long day. I'm watching Tabitha. Don't turn that junk up, Lona. Don't turn that up. Keep the volume down. You can watch TV. Just keep the volume down. This ain't gonna be a long video. I'm just sharing my thoughts. I'm so confused. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm watching Tabitha Speaks Politics, and she has several of these. And I've been seeing some little stuff on YouTube about some rapture and some trumpets or something. I don't know what they talking about. It didn't interest me. But when Tabitha starts showing these videos of these people, she's showing clips, and she's making these people look really goofy. She's showing these clips of these people talking about the rapture, and I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? And I could tell it's a religious context of what they're saying. And so I go and I start Googling, and I still didn't understand. So I found one YouTube video, and this guy explains it in like 3 minutes. And so what he said it's a Christian belief, not all Christians, but some Christians believe in a rapture. And let me try to explain it how he said it. He said that that Jesus would come down to the earth in the flesh, I believe, and then all the people who are chosen or picked or special, or I guess if they was good, he didn't explain who was gonna be in and why, but some particular people, they're gonna be snatched, their soul is gonna get snatched out of their body, and I guess they leave this earthly plane and everything they have, and their body stays here, and they're swooped up into the sky, and then everybody else is left. And I think after that, I think he said, like, I can't quote it, but he kind of said there was some stuff that's going to happen and it's not good. And I'm just like, it didn't go into details. It was very quick. And I'm just confused. Just confused. I'm very confused. I have not honestly read the Bible. I do not have much background at all. I don't have a context. I know about a couple of things, and I've not read them. It's just naturally, as a teacher of English, they have these illusions. Excuse me. And one of the illusions is, and I mean reference to a well-known place, is the Garden of Eden, and what else? Noah's Ark. I'm familiar with that. And a brother kills another brother, and trying to think. There's a lady with long hair, and she has a strong man, and he convinces, no, she convinces him to cut his hair, and then he's weak. There's David and Goliath, the weak versus the strong. I'm trying to think. Uh, Jonah and the whale. I'm not really sure. I think that's something to do with Moby Dick. Trying to think of some other ones I've heard of. I think that, oh, Moses. Moses parts of Red Sea, the Red Sea. So this is all taking place in the Middle East, I believe. I believe, but I'm not sure. Oh shit! What did I knock over? Oh, that's my juice. I believe it's mostly in the Middle East that these stories happen. I'm trying to make sense of it because Tabitha's showing all these videos of these people who believe that the 23rd and the 24th, today, Tuesday, is the rapture. I didn't know. I didn't know. How would I know? And I didn't even know what it was until like 10 minutes ago. And then I've been watching all these goofy ass videos. This one lady's asking, is her chihuahua going to be given an angel? Because apparently an angel comes and sweeps your spirit and takes it into the air. So not sure if there's a heaven, like a portal that opens up in the sky, but everybody's going up, and they said you got to look up. One lady, she told everybody what to do. One lady said she had gave away all her stuff. I thought they were trolling because the stories and the stuff they were saying. This one lady made a list, and then another lady made flashcards, and she left them for people who are still here, and they don't. All these people assume they're going and they're chosen. I thought that was interesting, and I thought to myself, I would love to ask them, like, what did you do to earn, or what do you think afforded you? It's some kind of privilege, apparently. I'm not being facetious. I didn't know. I never heard these terms till today. And so I'm just kind of exploring it. But it looks like trolling to me. These people cannot be serious. But they look serious. One lady's crying. She's crying. And today is not it's almost 9 o'clock. So I think they're gonna be upset if that they look some of them look convinced. Some of them the stuff they were saying, the questions and some of the so called preparation that they're doing. Some of them were very, very like sincere, but some of it just seemed so strange. I'm just like, you got to be trolling. You can't be serious. So it's hard to tell. But uh, Tabitha says she's a Christian, and she's kind of picking at them. And maybe it's because they're, I don't know, that maybe they're taking it. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe they're taking it literal, and maybe it's just like a story, like the Greek and Roman gods. They have lots of stories, and they don't necessarily like they're not for real. They're stories. A story is a story. Like Cinderella, it's a story. But apparently, some people take this stuff literal, and I'm like, just using my logical mind. I'm just using my logical mind here, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, so let's just look at the infinite mass of reality, objective reality, just the massive reality or consciousness that exists. And this idea, right, that I don't know, man, it's strange. Okay, so we're gonna choose the Milky Way galaxy, right? Because we can't possibly know how infinite space and consciousness is. So we're going to choose the Milky Way galaxy, okay? So the Milky Way galaxy is a chosen galaxy. And because it's a chosen galaxy, it has so much in it, which we, again, don't know. But somehow the Earth, this one planet, somewhere swirling in this humongous galaxy, of all the galaxies, of the infinite existence of matter and all that is, we'll call it consciousness. This is the particular, the Earth in the Milky Way galaxy in this particular part of existence. This is the place that Jesus, God embodied, is going to come this planet on today, on today, and even the whole thing. I mean, the idea that the infinite power of God, I believe in God, the infinite power of God would embody itself in human form. I don't know. I never even think like that. I think of God as consciousness. I think of God as infinite and massive and pretty much something greater than my little pissy pea brain could ever imagine. Something infinite and forever that my little brain can't even conceive of. I can't. I don't even. Yeah, consciousness is all I've got. Consciousness is how I know that God exists. Anyway, out of all of that, and I'm just like, this sounds like a Hollywood script. Come to the earth, and how are people picked? How does this work? Somebody said the angels come and tell you, let's go. Angels, angels, and people. I guess they just. Their body drops or something. I'm guessing once your spirit is gone. And so you just like, I guess, asleep or just drop where you are, and everybody else is left. Somebody said that eventually everybody's going to go to hell that didn't get picked. I don't know if that's true. That's common reasoning. I'm not sure. This is clearly only something that somebody who is born and raised to believe this could believe. I'm just being honest. It sounds so strange. It sounds like a zombie apocalypse, and it's supposed to be today. So there's all these videos going around. I'm like late, right? And apparently people have been preparing for 3 weeks or something. Now this is my hypothesis. Now maybe that is I mean, not maybe it is. It's some kind of Christian belief. I don't know if that is commonplace or if it's rare. I don't know. I don't have conversations about the details of Christianity. But what I will say is that I would suspect that it's so outrageous an idea that people don't take it literal. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people take that literal. I think it's something that is kind of like mythology, and your logical modern mind is just like, yeah, okay, okay, yeah, sure, you know, like it's a story. But this is what I really think is maybe happening. I think people are crashing out, and this is the excuse. Like there's people who've been living under pressure. That's my guess, because they're like on TikTok. I don't go on TikTok much because my ADHD start acting up. But people are showing all these videos of people crying. Somebody they giving their stuff away. Somebody said they quit their job. They said, like there was yesterday, they were like, I can't wait till tomorrow. And they're like having discussions with their friend about how they're gonna shoot off into the universe with God and be gone away from this planet. I don't know if that's suicidal. Are all the suicidal people like doing videos? My hypothesis, my guess is that most Christians don't probably believe this because it doesn't sound logical. But I think that there are people who are hurting, maybe. There are people who are hurting, probably. People who are in distress. People who are having mental health issues. Maybe people who are suffering from loneliness and isolation. Maybe people who need some kind of relief and escapism, but mostly people are having like mental health problems. And I think that they're using this so-called call to rapture, I guess, to act out their frustrations publicly, or it's like a glimmer of hope, false hope. Um, it's a way to push forth emotions and deal with some feelings and frustration, depression, maybe. Um, it gives them a reason to, I guess, what do you call it? Virtue signal. I'm a good person. I'm not a bad person. I'm going with God. It's like I'm claiming publicly that I'm with God. I don't know. It's strange. So it's like a collective cry for help. I think it's strange. I mean, it's not like I haven't heard of like cults and shit. I study a lot of cults because I find it interesting. I'm always very interested in collective group think. I'm very interested in that group think, whether that's cult, whether that's government control like North Korea, whether that's intentional communities or group think or religion. I'm very very interested in this idea of group think, how messages and symbols and people coalesce around concepts and ideas because there's something internally that they need. They're responding to that. And they will buy into it by any means necessary. Group think. Very interesting stuff. Psychological. So I'm very interested in it. So this right here got my attention. I was like, so now I have lots of questions. So now I'm like, okay, so what are they gonna do? If they really believe this stuff and they're crying, and I'm not knocking nobody. If that's what your parents taught you, like my daughter's non-religious. She's non-religious. She practices meditation and yoga. She's non-religious. She doesn't have a religion. Um, I told her that, she's part of God and God's part of her, but, God is infinite and it's not on the planet. It's a concept and an understanding, a feeling, a love. And so um, I haven't fed her any absolute ideas. Like I know something with my little pissy human brain. Um, yeah. So I understand if somebody is from a culture where they've been taught something and it's been, placed into them and they've been convinced since young to believe something. I totally get it. Like that makes sense. That they actually really believe this because it sounds like Superman. It sounds like a action hero moment. It sounds like a Hollywood script. It sounds like a zombie apocalypse. It just defies all logic. It just defies logic. This planet, these particular people, I don't know. But like I said, if you were born into a culture, a religion, and that's what you were taught, you don't necessarily grow out of that. That's what you believe. Cool, whatever. But my question is, tomorrow is the 25th. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna crash out? Like these people that's crying and they didn't gave away their stuff and they writing lists and stuff. Like how? Like that's for real. Like for real. If these people are not trolling and they're like sincere and they really believe this stuff, this rapture is coming. What are they going to do when they wake up tomorrow? And I'm looking at them in their eyes as they're talking and the excitement and all that. And that's why I say I think I see mental health. I see mental health. They literally are not thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. They're thinking at any moment now. And this one lady even made like she made a little guide and she was telling people when the rapture comes, um, drop what you're doing, leave your hands free. And she said just keep looking upward because you're gonna be traveling at 1,000 miles a second or something. Like how do you where did you get this from, lady? Where did you get this from? I mean, I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna investigate. I will look closer and see if my grandmother actually gave me a Bible, and it is so in perfect condition because it's on the shelf on my bookshelf, and I never opened it. I never read it. I don't really like the Shakespearean writing, so I don't enjoy. I tried to, of course, like anything, tried to read a couple times, and I was just like the language is too convoluted. Doesn't make much sense to me. Too much Shakespearean like writing in there. But anyway, I don't know. I'm just sharing my thoughts because I'm in disbelief. These people really thought the world was going to end today, for real. And based on them videos, they look real fucking serious. They got tears in their eyes. They crying and pleading and talking about how much they praying. I'm like, damn, you must be having a bad motherfucking day. And I just want to know. So I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna see if I can find which that's what I was gonna say. I skipped my thought. I have a Bible upstairs. I might do it tomorrow because I don't have time tonight. I'm chilling. Um, but I want to find out where this which scriptures, which verses, chapters or whatever that this comes from in the Bible. I want to find out, and I want to read this for myself because I never heard of it. And but that's the most important thing. Tomorrow, I'm gonna look and see. I'm sure lots of people gonna cover it. How people are gonna explain when they hear tomorrow. Like you didn't fly off like a Superman into the sky and disappear away from here. And I think somebody said 144,000 people. Well, that's a whole lot of motherfuckers left behind. Mm, I don't know, y'all. It's like, do you take this shit literal? See, that's why I can't fool with it. I can't fool with none of it. Don't none of it make sense to me. I just think Greek mythology and or indoctrination. But more than anything, I think this phenomenon is brought about by people who are having a mental health breakdown. And I think they're using this as a collective mental health breakdown. That's what I think. You can't be serious. Can't be. That shit don't make no sense. All right, so I'll do a video tomorrow, and I will. I think I'm gonna share because I'm very interested in how these folks gonna. How all they doing is crying and expecting to fly off today, and it don't happen. So what you gonna say tomorrow? That's my question. All right, I'm gone. I share.